Good afternoon, mathematicians. Today we are going to learn how to calculate percent increase and decrease, or what is known as percent change. So, something we need to know before we can calculate percent change is, it is just the ratio of the amount of change compared to the original or starting amount, and then we will make it a percent, which means it's out of 100. So if you can remember that ratio, that setup, then we'll be fine on solving percent change. So problem number 1, this is an I do problem. You bought an antique porcelain doll for $15 at an estate sale. This is our starting amount. That's our original. You get it appraised and find the doll is worth $150. This is our new amount. What is the percent increase in worth? So the first thing I have to do is find out how much the worth changed by. It was 15, it went to 150. So I'm going to subtract those and find out the price changed, or the worth changed, by $135. So now I can set up my proportion. I'm looking for a percent, so that's x over 100. It changed by $135. How much was it initially? 15. So now I can do the L method. I can go this direction or the other direction, either way. Divide and multiply. Remember that our variable does not get included in the L, and we start at one end of the L and work our way around. We do not start at the corner. So I'm going to punch into my calculator 135 divided by 15 and then multiply by 100. And when we do that, we get 900%. So we could say there was a 900% increase in the doll's worth. Okay? Number 2, floodwaters decreased in depth from 15 inches to 8 inches. What was the percent change? So the first thing I'm going to do, identify my original. That's my starting amount. This is the new amount. And if I go from 15 to 8, that is a decrease, right? So that's a decrease of 7 inches, and I'm going to set up my ratio of change over original. So a change of -7. The original amount was 15. X over 100, because it is a percent. And I'm going to draw my L and solve it. Do -7 divided by 15 and then multiply by 100. That's going to get me a funky repeating decimal. And that's going to get me -46.6 continuing percent. Normally it'll tell you where to round, but these directions don't, so we'll just say it's continuing. Please note that because it was a decrease, I said -46.6 continuing percent to show that the change decreased, right? If I did not have a negative number option, I could also say 46.6% decrease. Either use the word decrease or the negative sign to show that the water level went down, okay? Number 3 is a you-do problem. A computer that cost $1,099 last year cost $999 this year. What is the percent of change in price? So I'm going to ask you to pause the video here, solve it, and press play when you are ready to come back and check your answer. Welcome back. Hopefully you decided that there was a 9.099% decrease, or you could say a negative 9.099% change. Change does not indicate the direction, whether it's an increase or a decrease, so that's why you include that negative sign up front. Okay. Number 4, in the U.S. in the 20th century, the average life expectancy increased from about 47 years to about 77 years. What is the percent change? So find your amount change, set it over your original, and solve your proportion. Please press pause now and come back when you're ready to check your answer. Welcome back. We should see a 63.82% increase, or you could say positive 63.82% change. Because the 63.82 is positive, that implies that the change is in the positive direction. Go ahead and fill in your reflection now. What are the key things that you need to remember? What would you need to tell yourself if you were taking a quiz 2 months from now when you've had time to forget this? and then self-assess. If you could do all of these problems, any problems that look like this, give yourself 3 stars. If you could take these problems and do something more challenging, something we haven't seen but would use these skills, give yourself 4 stars.